Welcome to the channel, welcome to yet another episode. This is going to be like a chat, kind of like a day in the life. So yesterday I was doing a couple of pulls and I found out I'm leaking coolant and I almost lost everything in the coolant reservoir. So today is something that I have to take care of because I cannot use this car the way it is, and I don't see the point of keeping this car sitting and not taking care of that. I also have some power steering issue. I can't go on sport mode for some reasons, and that's BMW thing. I'm still trying to figure out, but it looks like I will need the power steering rack. I am now making boost, not the amount of boost I want to see, but I am making boost. I am now able to go over 15 psi, which is good because previously I was literally at 0 because the turbo was not properly set up. I hooked up the external boost controller, which is good. It's still manual. I would want to have it electronic boost controller, which will have like a solenoid type of thing when it reaches a certain pressure, and then it's open up the solenoid, and that solenoid will go and actuate the wastegate and also will actuate the blow off valve. Let me show you what happened with the coolant reservoir. You can see that I lost a lot of coolant last night, really a lot of it. The coolant is now empty. I lost a lot of it because I went to the red line last night. I really floored it. So that's what I need to take care of. Probably the bleeder valve is the one that culprit, and if not, it probably I have to replace this entire thing, and that is going to be quite of a work to get done here. But it looks like this one just hooks in. Yeah, I can just pull it up and open it. Let me show you the boost controller that I am using, and this little fabrication I have here. We've got the manual boost controller right over here, and it hooks up with the lines and so forth. This is a temporary setup. I have a better setup for this one. When I say temporary setup, I mean there is nothing wrong, but I want to have this vacuum system, since it's connected, it's interconnected, I want to have it on a very nice place. So stay tuned, you will see how beautifully I'm going to transform that. So enough of waiting. I already ordered this. I'm going to pick it up and see if they have this bleeder valve at the local BMW. It's very cheap item. If they don't have it, I am driving about 1 hour to go pick up this entire coolant reservoir, this entire compartment, the coolant reservoir. Alright, I made it to FCP Euro. That was about 1 hour and 20-minute drive. I made it. There's the car. It was a good drive, no issue at all. And man, it's just amazing. And there is so much change. The way the car feels now, the way the car drives, it's just unbelievably awesome. Alright, so we're going to start here. We're going to pick up. Do you want? Yes, I want to pick up. Okay, you can retrieve your order in locker there. You can retrieve your order in locker 90. And right here. Oh, look at that. And very cool. Let's see, yeah. I think maybe the problem could just be this one, this plug, the breather, this breather. Maybe that's the one, but yep. And we've got, oh, these are the one that make the OE part. Yeah, this is the expansion, and we're going to remove this one and swap it with this guy over here. All right. This is where they make all the DIYs, videos that we watch. Very pumped, and I'm allowed to get in here. So I will go and see what they're doing there, and probably I'll ask some questions. So let's go.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good, thank you.
My name is Alain.
All right.
And I do DIYs and mainly only BMW.
All right.
So today I'm like, let me stop by and see how things are done here. And I also ordered the parts. So I collected the parts, and they were like, oh, I'm allowed to come in here.
Cool.
So who you are? And
I don't speak BMW as fluently as you.
Okay.
I'm Kyle Bascom. So I do everything customer facing that's related to Mercedes, and more specifically the Mercedes catalog. So the parts that you see on the site, the DIYs, the blog articles, things like that, I'm involved in all of that.
That's
Did you
very
catch
cool.
Me today working on a Kia? Absolutely. I'm doing a little bit of friend tax this morning.
Okay.
But that's what I do.
Yeah. So what I'm looking at here, pretty much this is where all the DIYs videos that we see, this is where it's happened.
That is correct.
And stuff like that. Oh, okay, cool, very cool. And this is the N20 that we have seen for quite a
N20 that we blew up?
Yeah, the N20 that you blew up, exactly. This is the one.
Yes.
Okay. So I see it's still sitting here. Is it like on a break, or you see it doing some research on it?
We might have actually shrink wrapped in the back. We are going to replace this engine.
Okay.
So we've got it set up right now.
Yeah.
In the process of getting ready to refresh the engine that's shrink wrapped in the corner, and then that's what's going to go in the vehicle.
And for the version that you're going to use on this engine, are you going to target power, or are you just going to target the reliability?
I'm not too sure. What we typically do is a mix of both. So reliability from the parts that are in our catalog, for power adders as well, whatever's in our catalog, and then stuff that we've also engineered. So the things that we did with the engine oil baffle, for instance, so that you could go on track with that vehicle.
Exactly.
All of that's going to end up in the replacement engine.
Right.
And then in addition to that, if we saw anything, I don't think we did, I think it was more of a fluke than anything else, but if we saw anything that caused damage to the engine, we'll make sure that that's taken care of with that.
While I have you here,
Right.
There are a lot of people, they may still be confused with regard to lifetime warranty. Can you explain that a little bit?
Yeah,
A shorter version.
Probably going to confuse people even more.
Yeah.
The biggest change that happened with lifetime warranty is that now we offer store credit. In the past, we used to offer you that cash back. So there's a little bit of contention now and then in that we changed the policy. Lifetime warranty still exists. The biggest change is the store credit portion.
Over there, we would see from the mirror, that's where you have all the processing parts
you
and
can come
stuff.
closer to it. So the processing of returns doesn't happen behind this glass. That happens in another section of the building. But this is our outbound section where they're packing orders actively to get out for, before the holiday, anything that was placed during the week. And that's what you're seeing. You're seeing a lot of, we'll call them packing stations. Some of them are pick pack stations, but you're seeing all packing stations. You're seeing our conveyance so that it goes out via UPS or FedEx or wherever we're using, depending on how you placed your
order.
The fulfillment mode you select.
Right. And personally, I wasn't sure with regard to worldwide shipping. Do you ship worldwide or only in the US? Or?
So we definitely ship worldwide. There are some countries where we have issues shipping to, and you're just simply not going to be able to select that specific country in the selector.
Okay.
But we ship, packages go to Australia, packages go all over.
Yeah.
We definitely ship worldwide.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you for clearing that, because I was like, wait, do they? Okay. But I think that will help a lot of people to understand. This is the another project you're working on. And mainly this project, if I'm not mistaken, these projects are here so that the parts that you are selling, that it's been tested and all that.
Exactly. Because of the breadth of parts that we sell, there's always going to be occasions where we don't necessarily know in the inception if it's the best quality part. So we bring it in, we test it, we have relationships with manufacturers, we figure it out.
Yeah.
We're the guinea pigs first, and then we make sure we're presenting the best possible products.
Exactly.
A
No,
lot
yeah.
of R&D happens behind the scenes.
Of course, of course. All right, this wraps up my visit at FCP Euro. I've always wanted to come here, and I've been given the opportunity to come where they do most of the DIY stuff that you see, and we answered pretty much most of your questions, specifically on the lifetime warranty. Now you know how that is processed, and thank you to
Hey, Kyle.
Carl.
Kyle
Thanks
at
to
FCP
Carl
Euro.
for being my company and showing me the space.
Hey, appreciate talking to you.
All right, thank
All
you.
right.